everyone. Welcome back to Stats and Chats. I'm Bella, your host.
And I'm Jason, humble father, just trying to crush life like JJ Spaun crushed that 64-footer to win the U.S. Open, baby. Oh, yeah.
Cool. So this week on the pod, we have a recap of the U.S. Open, Caitlin Clark's return to the WNBA, Stanley Cup and NBA Finals, and more. But first, let's catch everybody up. Bang, bang, boom. Let's get started.
All right. Great weekend. It was Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
I felt so special.
I'm glad.
So we had a prelim final swim meet to attend.
Yeah.
Sophia crushed it.
Yep.
Just like JJ Spaun. You did not. Went to finals both Friday and Saturday night, right? Friday, Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. And then we celebrated Father's Day on Sunday too, which was a blast.
Yeah.
And I got a cold bath, ice bath. What are they called?
An ice bath.
An ice bath
Yeah.
for your body.
Yeah.
And I got in it.
Cool.
Yes, it was.
Literally.
It was good. It was really good. So it was my first time. You've done it at swim 10 times.
Yeah.
You're like a pro. Slid right
Thanks.
in. I was not like a pro, but it was good.
No, you were not.
It felt good. We put a lot of ice in there.
Yeah. We didn't do it right, though, the first time.
Yeah.
When you were in there. We put the ice in too early.
Too early.
But for mine, it was good, so.
Yeah, it was cold. It was mid-50s for me before I got in, and then it warmed up a little bit because that's what happens. Mid-50s is cold. I'm going for colder next time.
Same.
I ordered the ice bath things. Or the
ice cube things.
Yeah. So those will be here. And we'll fill it up again. That was good.
Yeah.
It felt good. My body felt good afterward. I was excited.
Okay.
You don't want to talk about this at all.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. This. Sorry. Continue.
That was
Quick
great.
hits.
That was great. Quick hits. Ready to dive in?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. We'll start right where I left off, U.S. Open. So JJ Spaun, man, it was also cool on Sunday to be able to hang out in that ice bath and watch the final round of the U.S. Open, which was exciting. As advertised, the course was brutal. The rough was insane, bunkers everywhere, and the top players really, really struggled. So JJ Spaun, never heard of him before this weekend, but what a great, exciting finish. Won the U.S. Open, final score 72, two-stroke victory. He came into the tournament ranked 98th. He's the first U.S. Open winner outside of the top 50 since 2009. 34-year-old out of L.A., turned pro in 2012. Only won one other PGA tournament, which was in 2022. The Valero Texas Open. So Sunday was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't think it finished till right around 8 or after 8 p.m. Eastern time. Play was suspended for over an hour and a half. After a rough front nine, Spaun came back with 4 birdies on the back nine, including that amazing putt, that 64-footer for birdie on 18. Just needed a par to win the tournament, but sank the birdie instead. Longest made putt of the entire tournament for the week was the last shot of the day. So really, really, really cool. He earned $4.3 million for the win.
Yeah.
And a spot on the U.S. Rider team. Yeah.
What is that?
It is a team of golfers. The Ryder Cup is where countries play each other.
So he gets to represent
the U.S.
The U.S.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Which is awesome. So that was the U.S. Open. On to the Club World Cup, which kicked off last Saturday. As of today, 16 out of 13 of the 32 teams have played. A couple of the big storylines so far. Europe is kicking butt.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich thrashed Auckland City 10-0. in their first game.
Oh, I saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And PSG crushed Atletico Madrid 4-0. Chelsea played last night, opened up with a 2-0 win over the LA Football Club. And Flamengo beat Espérance de Tunis 2-0. That sounded really good, right?
That did. Sound like you knew what you were talking about.
I know. And that will set up a match, high-stakes match with Chelsea on Friday of this week. In that game, Esprit de Tunis only had 2 shots on goal.
Oh, that's really bad.
Not good.
No.
That was not good. So next focus, both Man City and Real Madrid both play on the 18th, which is Wednesday. So that'll be their first game. Yeah, so Chelsea, again, with a big win. I think one of the big call-outs for me so far are some of the attendance numbers from
you love your attendance
the first week of action. So Chelsea played at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta in front of 22,000 people. Stadium holds over 70,000. So not great, especially for one of the best clubs in the world. And then the game in Lincoln Financial Stadium was also played in front of a half-filled stadium. So, yeah, it just begs the question. You know, we've got some of the best clubs in the world, the best clubs in the world, and we're not even filling some of these stadiums up halfway. So, disappointing. Yeah. Hopefully, as the tournament continues, more and more people get involved and interested.
Yeah.
So that's your Club World Cup update.
Yeah. So moving on to NFL mini camps. Most teams will resume their mini camps between June 18th and 20th. Some of the top headlines going on. The Browns quarterback battle. They currently have 4 quarterbacks kind of battling it out, but those will be more decided during training camp. Travis Hunter has mainly been practicing as a wide receiver, but a little as a quarterback. It's still questionable if, as a rookie, he will play both sides of the ball. Aaron Rodgers just got signed to play for the Steelers, and this year he will go to the mini camp, but last year he didn't because he was in Egypt. So basically he thinks he could do whatever he wants. I really don't know why the Steelers signed him. I would not sign him. He should be forced to retire, but whatever. That's not my battle to fight, unfortunately. Shamar Stewart's contract drama in Cleveland, I think. Yeah, no, Cincinnati. Sorry, I knew it started with a C. He hasn't attended the Bengals minicamp because of his contract. They supposedly are upset with some of the wording in his contract that makes it so that they could void guaranteed money in the future. And obviously, you know, they want the money. So they don't really know when that's going to be fixed or where he's going to go, because he hasn't practiced with the Bengals, and he's quoted saying that he just wants to get out of there like as soon as he can. So yeah, don't really know what's happening there, but yeah, so that's NFL mini camps.
It's kind of crazy that contract situation in Cincinnati. I think they're trying to change how they structure contracts, and so this is the first one that they're doing a little bit differently, and Stewart is not a fan. So we'll see where that ends up. And yeah, go Aaron Rodgers. All right, last quick hit before we dive into the top stories. I had to call out the no-hitter in the College World Series from the weekend. Pretty amazing results. So Gage Wood for Arkansas pitched 119 pitches on the way to his no-hitter against Murray State. Pushed Arkansas into the semifinals. 83 out of his 119 pitches were strikes. 19 strikeouts altogether as well. It is the first no-hitter in the Men's College World Series since 1960, and only the third all-time. The only one before that was in 1950.
So what does that mean exactly? Like
it means
like nobody hit when he was pitching?
Nobody got a hit.
So
not one hit.
There was no scoring for the other team?
Correct.
On him.
Correct.
Did he pitch the whole game?
Yes.
So they didn't score at all.
They did not score at all.
That's cool.
That's
impressive.
I know. Very impressive. Only a third time ever in the College World Series.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's your College World Series update.
Cool. Moving on to our first top story, Caitlin Clark's return to the WNBA. She played her first game against the Liberty, previously undefeated for 9 games. The Fever won 102-88. She scored 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. She really showcased how good she is, and like that the Fever actually like need her, because they were doing okay when she was gone. Yeah, her 7 3-pointers tied her career high and contributed to a franchise record 17 made 3-pointers for the Fever in a single game. So she had a big impact.
Yeah.
Everything. I think she really showed how, like, taking a break, even like though you're injured, just relaxing and like getting better can really impact how well you play.
Yeah.
Because it's taking a mental break, it's taking a physical break, it's just allowing you to come back stronger.
Yeah.
And she really did that. So
I think it's a really interesting perspective. There's a lot of takeaways, right? And I think that's really cool. I think from an athlete's perspective, like you're talking about, she was injured, but she was engaged. I mean, she was at the games.
Yeah.
She was helping to coach some of the team members.
Yeah.
And, but coming back the way she did, I mean, she just crushed it.
Yeah.
She just crushed it over the weekend against the previous national champs.
Yeah.
And yeah, she crushed it. So ratings, because the broadcast on Saturday, which is when they played, drew 2.2 million average viewers, peaking at 2.8 million, which made it the third most watched WNBA game on ABC ever. Ever.
That's a lot.
It was a 76% increase over last season's average on ABC for WNBA games. Nationally televised games were down over 50% in ratings while Caitlin Clark was out. So who's more important to their sport than Caitlin Clark right now?
Literally nobody.
So I think that's one of the main morals of the story. I think when you talk about her and you talk about Indiana, they're 5-5 now. They are truly in the middle of the pack. Minnesota remains the team to beat at 10-1 right now. So we'll see what happens over the course of the season. But who's more important to their sport?
Literally nobody. Caitlin Clark is boss queen.
Yeah, I mean it's reminiscent of when Michael Jordan was in the NBA or when Tiger was at the height of his career in golf. So really, really cool to see. It's cool to see in the WNBA. And yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. Inspiring. Good stuff. All right. On to the NBA Finals.
Yes, sir.
All right. After last night's game, the Thunder lead the Pacers 3-2 in the 7-game series. They went back to Oklahoma City last night. The Thunder won 120-109. The breakout star of the game, Jalen Williams, 40 points, 14 of 25 from the field. Career playoff high for him. One of the younger players on the team. SGA also had a great game with 31 points. Oklahoma City forcing 23 turnovers and turning them into 32 points during the course of the game. And on the Pacers side of the ball, Tyrese Halliburton, only 4 points. 0 for 6 from the field.
That's not very good.
And had a little bit of calf tightness issues during the course of the game. So the series goes back to Indy on Thursday. We both called this game for Oklahoma City in 6. Mm-hmm. Will Oklahoma City win this on Thursday?
I think they're still going to win. I don't know if they're going to win in game 6, but I think they're still going to win. 6 is sooner than I thought it was. Like, I don't know if that's going to sound weird, but like, when it's like 3-2, which is most of the time when it's 6, is like just a lot. But like it's in like with hockey too, because the Panthers are leading the Oilers 3-2.
They could win it tonight.
So it's just like to think that it's all going to be over is so sad, so quickly.
I mean,
sad.
Don't be sad. It's okay. They'll start up again in the fall. All right. So are you sticking with Oklahoma City in 6?
Yeah.
In 6? They're going to win in Indiana?
Is Game 7 in Oklahoma City?
Yes, it is.
Then maybe in 7.
You're going with 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you might be right, but I'm going to tell you what the key is to the game.
What?
One of your favorites. Defense wins championships, right?
Defense wins championships. No, in basketball, though, that's so true because you're constantly going back and forth.
Right.
So if you don't, like, stop them from scoring, it can easily become, like, someone can easily have a lot more points than you do.
Right.
Or there's no gap in the points.
Yeah.
So you're battling head-to-head the whole time.
Yeah.
Which can make it really difficult because then you have to be 100% of the time. Whereas, like, obviously, like, it's the championship, so you don't really want to rest. But, like, if you get out there and you get a lead and you're leading by 20 or something, which, I mean, we've definitely seen teams lead by 20 and then not win. But if you're leading by 20, then you could kind of maybe sub some people out and, you know. So, yeah.
Well, the Pacers have come back strong a couple of times.
Yeah, they have.
During the course of the playoffs.
That's why it's scary. Not scary, but, like, you know.
They almost came back last night. They were within 4 in the fourth quarter.
120 to 109?
Yeah. They were within 4, and then Oklahoma City kind of just said, okay, that's enough. And then scored 5 points in a row. And that was it.
Yeah.
They never got close again. So here's your fun fact to determine who's going to win. Oklahoma City's 10-0 when they hold their opponents under 110 points.
When holding opponents under 110 points.
That's right.
So anytime that their opponents are under 110 points, they win.
So, exactly. So, in their 3 wins so far against the Pacers, they held Indy to 109, 105, 109. So, they keep Indy under 110. They will win Game 6. I predict they will do that. I think that they have found renewed confidence over these last couple of games.
Yeah.
They're in it to win it, which I think, yeah, I've maintained that. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Cool.
All right, Stanley Cup. Take us to the Stanley Cup.
Okay, so right now the Panthers are leading the Oilers 3-2, just like I said earlier. Game 6 is on today, Tuesday.
It's tonight.
The 17th. I think that, can I just go like straight to my prediction?
Go. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I changed my prediction.
Oh.
I don't think the Oilers are going to win. I think the Panthers are going to win tonight.
You think they're going to win tonight? It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. Wait, where's the game held?
I believe it is held in Florida.
Florida?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if it was in Oilers, I still think that the Panthers would win, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they've just been so, like, physically dominant.
Yeah.
And, like, they're just kind of, like, beating the Oilers up, like, slowly. You could just see that they're getting more and more and more tired.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think they're going to win. I think they're just the stronger team, honestly. So, I changed my prediction to them.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I changed my prediction last week to the same, and I'm not changing it again. So I agree with you. I think, man, as much as you wanted the Panthers to win, I want the Oilers to win. I don't see it, though. I think.
Which is kind of sad for the Oilers because they were in the same position last year and then they lost. Which is really sad, and they're probably going to lose again, so that also sucks. But the Panthers won, so Florida's amazing.
Really interesting. You know, arguably the most valuable player of these finals is Brad Marchand for Florida.
Yeah.
And he was picked up in a trade.
Yeah.
He was picked up in a trade in the middle of the season. So, and he has been a force. Like a force.
Yeah.
So, good for them. So we're both in agreement. Florida wins their second Stanley Cup in a row.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many the Lightning won in a row. But again,
they won a lot, right?
I think they won 2 in a row, maybe 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I have to go back and look.
Yeah. Can I say this stat? I think it's kind of cool.
Say whatever stat you want.
Well, it's kind of on your thing, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Do it.
So, I think this is really interesting. But teams that win Game 5 to take a 3-2 lead are 73.1% likely to win the Stanley Cup.
There's your stat.
There's my stat. So, I think that's really cool.
So the odds are
the Panthers are going to win.
The Panthers are going to win. There you go. 19 out of 26 times. Very, very cool. Well, we'll get to see you tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I really hope they win. I'm crossing my fingers.
And I hope Edmonton surges back. I keep reminding myself they were down 3-0 last year and took it all the way to Game 7.
Yeah, but I still feel like, I mean, I don't have like which games they won like on my paper, but I still feel like they haven't been that like in the games where they did win, they were crazy. Like they were like the Panthers were leading and then they came back and they like beat them up. But the games where they lost, they lost.
I still go back to that Game 2 double overtime loss. I think that took the wind out of their out of their sails.
And I mean, both of these teams are so tired. They had double overtime the first 2 games. Like, that's horrible. Yeah. That sounds torturous.
Well, overtime in the first one, double overtime in the second one. But crazy, especially at the end of the season like this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll find out tonight. On to the last top story.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani. So this one caught my eye. With everything else going on, it's the middle of the baseball season. But he made his pitching return, his debut for this season last night.
Yeah.
He pitched just 1 inning, pitched 28 pitches, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, no strikeouts. His fastball. Now, keep in mind, he is currently ranked 2nd in Major League Baseball in home runs.
In the most home runs?
Most home runs.
This season. Cool.
His fastball hit over 100 miles an hour last night. He had 14 of his pitches at 98 miles an hour or higher. And when he wasn't pitching, he went 1 for 3 at the plate with an RBI double. What does this mean? It means we're seeing something that we have not seen since Babe Ruth, who's arguably the only other baseball player to be able to see so much success from both the pitching mound and home plate as a batter. So let's break it down a little bit. Historical context. I want to talk about Babe Ruth for a minute because everybody's heard the name, but as the years go on, people know less and less and less about it. He was a dominant left-handed pitcher actually when he started in baseball, when he was playing for the Red Sox before becoming a full-time outfielder. 1918 and 1919. These were his 2 most productive years as both a pitcher and a hitter. He pitched in 38 games and also hit 11 and 29 home runs in those 2 seasons, respectively. And that kind of started the transformation of pitcher to dominant hitter. He is the only Major League Baseball player in history with 90 wins or more as a pitcher and 500 or more home runs as a batter.
That's crazy.
Crazy. So let's break it down a little bit more. Babe Ruth played 22 seasons in all. Ohtani is in his 9th season, right? So he's got a long way to go.
So
as a Major League player.
Almost like halfway there.
Almost halfway there. This doesn't count the 5 seasons that he played in Japan before he came over because we're not going to count that. We're just talking Major League Baseball. So in Babe Ruth's 22 seasons as a player, he played 2,503 games. As a hitter, his batting average was 342. 342. 300 is considered outstanding.
Yeah.
Batting average during the course of his career, 342. Hit 714 home runs. Had 2,214 RBIs. And 123 stolen bases.
That's crazy.
Showed a little bit of speed there, too. Let's compare it to Ohtani. He's played in 746 games, has a 274 batting average, already has 171 home runs, 25 this year, 437 RBIs, and 86 stolen bases. So on his way as a hitter.
Yeah. Still, I mean,
a long way to go.
Yeah. And
but he's on his way.
Even if you take his numbers and like multiply them by the amount until like Babe Ruth, he's still not there.
He's a little behind.
Yeah.
A little behind. Let's talk pitching.
But I mean, everybody says people get better with age, so you never know.
I'd like to think so.
Okay.
Let's talk pitching. So Babe Ruth pitched for 9 of those 22 seasons. His record was 94-46. His ERA 2.28. He had 488 strikeouts.
That's when like 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out, right?
Exactly.
So is that how many people he like struck out?
Yes.
Struck out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. He pitched in 1,221 innings, had 17 shutouts. Ohtani, obviously a way to go from the one with a 1 win-loss record. His ERA is slightly higher. He already has more strikeouts.
That's cool.
Already has more strikeouts. And about a third of the innings pitched. So
oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. Ohtani is the only player on the radar that you can compare to Babe Ruth and his excellence in his career, both at the mound and at the plate. So the question is, will Ohtani join Ruth in that 500 home run, 90 win club and become the second player?
Yes.
I think so too.
But I don't think his batting, like the 500 home runs, I don't think his is going to be as high as Babe Ruth.
You don't think he'll get it to over 700? Yeah.
But I think he'll get there, just not that high, because as a pitcher, I think, he's definitely comparable to Babe Ruth. But as a hitter, Babe Ruth is still like way better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he'll get to the wins, the 90 wins.
He's got 38 right now.
A lot faster than he's going to get to the 500.
Yeah, he's got 38. He didn't pitch at all last year.
Yeah.
Elbow issues. But he's almost halfway there.
Yeah. So I think he's going to get there a lot faster than he's going to get to the home runs. But I still think he could do it.
It's really exciting to see, especially as baseball has evolved into more and more of a specialized sport where everybody has very, very specific, especially in pitching.
Yeah.
To have a player that can be so dominant.
Yeah.
In both roles is really exciting to me.
Yeah.
As a
well,
baseball
it's
fan.
Almost like Travis Hunter.
It is
playing both sides of the ball.
That's exactly right.
Except he pitches and hits.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's very cool. All right, those are your top stories.
Okay, what to watch this weekend? Obviously, the Club World Cup. Well, the NBA Finals Game 6 is on June 19th. Stanley Cup Game 6 is tonight. Hopefully Panthers win. College World Series Final is June 21st through 3rd, and NFL rookie mini camps are June 18th through 20th. So, yeah, a lot to watch.
Finishes it up for mini camps, and then we'll get closer and closer to training camp.
Yep.
I was just thinking about Hard Knocks.
When
Buffalo.
does that come out?
Buffalo, when camp starts. So it'll be in beginning of August.
Wait, when does the season actually start? I want it to be here right. September? Well, yeah, after preseason. Preseason, I think, starts the end of August. Okay.
And the season starts in September.
I mean, I know it doesn't count towards their like win-loss, whatever, but that counts. It's games that I can watch on TV, so.
College, too.
Oh, yeah.
College is coming, too.
I don't like college.
Do you?
It's NFL.
Go Canes.
Go Canes. You know, fun fact, in practice today, actually, it was yesterday. We were talking about what schools our parents thought were good and stuff. And one of my friends is like, if I go to Auburn, like, my dad's going to disown me because he doesn't like that school. I was like, if I go to FSU, my dad will disown me because he doesn't like it.
I know.
And then my friend was like, that's a good school, you know? And I was like, yeah, I know. It's just he likes Miami and he would not want me to go there. She was like, oh, that makes more sense.
I know it might be a reality though.
Yeah. I was just like, he probably won't wear the colors at all. But
yeah, that's going to be tough. I think I might break out.
He'll support me, but he's not going to like
Yeah.
wear the colors and cheer for them in games. So
Yeah.
it's okay. I understand.
Hey, you did a good job today on the pod.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, you did 12 million.
12,200 flies. It's
1,200 flies.
Light work.
Light work.
No, it's not. I took a
in his super chlorinated pool. There you go. But you battled back.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
You made it through.
I did it.
That's right. All right, poll of the week.
Yep.
All right. The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is on the horizon. It's actually July 15th. So it's coming soon, a little over a month away, but voting starts soon because fans get to vote.
Cool.
On who plays in the game. So, poll question of the week: should fans still get to control which players play in the Major League Baseball All-Star Game? Or should it just be based on performance? So, we will post that poll question. Your feedback is always looked forward to and welcome.
Yep.
Take us home.
Thank you for listening or watching till the end of this podcast. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You can listen to us on YouTube or Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube.
Subscribe to YouTube. We like YouTube.
Yeah, we wanna build YouTube.
He does. So remember, just do all good things like Olaf says. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.